Hello class, Dr. Barnes here. Let's take a look at these signals and then let's find their respective Fourier Laplace transforms. Okay, all right. So here, these are three signals. Okay, so to be able to deal with these signals, from the first one, okay, we have what? X of t is equals to e exponent minus what? At into u of what? T minus e exponent minus bt into u of what? Minus t. Okay. Please, you should recall from our previous lectures on this particular same Laplace transforms. That was problem number signals and systems Laplace transforms, problem number 1, 2, and 3. Okay. You should recall that we found Laplace transforms, okay, of this one and of this one. Okay, so I'm going to write that one here for you so that we use this one to those ones to find the current problem. Okay, so here that place we found a Laplace transform of e of minus what? At into u of what? T, and the Laplace transform of this one we got 1 over what? S plus what? A. 1 over S plus A. Okay, and then our ROC was real of what? S. Was real of S, which is actually here is greater than what? 0. So greater than what? Here, okay, it will move to the what? Other here, it will be what? Sigma. It will be sigma plus A. Plus A will move to the other side, so it will become what? Minus A. Please visit our previous lectures to know how you can be able to solve this one. Okay, our problem number 1, 2, and 3, you will find them there. Okay, and then we also found for this aspect, okay, which is minus E minus B T U of minus what? T is Laplace transform. Okay, and then its Laplace transform, we got 1 over what? S. Sorry, here let me make it what? A. Okay, let me make it A, because at that place it was what? A. So we found what? We got it to be S plus what? A. Okay, and the equivalent ROC, we got real of S, okay, which is less than which was less than what? Minus what? A. Okay, so this is what we got from that one. Okay, so now applying the same knowledge here, then our first question, this particular question, okay, taking Laplace transform of both sides. Okay, taking Laplace transform of both sides, we are going to have x. If you take Laplace transform of this one, you get what? Laplace transform of x of t, you get x of what? S, which is equals, if you take Laplace transform of this one, you get this one. So 1 over what? S plus what? A. Okay, and then we're going to have, if you take Laplace transform of this one, you get what? This one. This negative becomes positive, so plus. Okay, 1 over what? S plus, here is B. So instead of writing A, I'll write B. Okay, so basically that's how you actually get the Laplace transform of these ones. And then we will take our real of S. Is the first one will be what? ROC, real of S, which is greater than minus what? A. And our second one here, our real of what? S, okay, is less than minus what? B. Okay, so basically that's the Laplace transforms and the region of what? And the region of convergence for them. Okay, so now from here we can just draw our S-plane. So let me just draw the S-plane. So here is imaginary of S. Okay, here is imaginary of S, which is also called J omega. And here is what? Real of what? S, which is also called what? Sigma. Okay, which is also called sigma. And this graph is called S-plane. Okay, so S is equals to minus A. Minus A is here. minus a is here, and I have minus b here. So here, this place, let me call it minus what? A. Okay, so let me say that r real of what? S is equals to minus a. And then here, let me call it minus b. So let me say that real of what? S is equals to minus what? B. Okay, so where is minus a supposed to face and where is minus b supposed to face? Okay, so minus a is what? Greater, real of s is greater than minus a. So this is the real of s, and it's what? Greater than minus a. So minus a should actually go like this. Now, real of s is less than what? Minus b. Is less than what? Minus b. If it's less than minus b, then it should go like this. Okay, so this one, it will go like this. What is my final ROC? My final ROC. Okay, my final ROC. So final ROC is going to be the intersection. Where is the intersection? That is what? From here to here. Okay, so that means that minus a, okay, is less than real of what? S. Okay, is less than what? Minus what? B. Okay, it's less than minus b. Okay, so this becomes what? Our solution to this particular problem. Okay, so see you in the next. So in the II aspect, okay, in the II we have x of what? X of t to be equals to e exponent 2t into u of t, okay, plus e exponent minus 2t, okay, minus, is minus 3t, into u of minus what? T. Okay, so this is what we have for the second aspect, which is II. So for this second question, we can solve it also straight away. Okay, so if we should taking Laplace transform of what? Both sides. Okay, then I can have x. If I take Laplace transform of x of t, I'll get x of what? S. If I take Laplace transform of this particular aspect, okay, this particular aspect, I'm going to get 1 over what? S plus what? 2. Okay, 1 over s plus 2. Okay, and then if I take Laplace, if I take Laplace transform on this particular side, I'll not get s plus 2. Sorry, let me cancel here. Okay. So if I take Laplace transform of this one, so here x of what? S is equals to 1 over s minus what? 2. Then if I take Laplace transform of this one, okay, then what I'm going to get is that, sorry, I made it 3. Sorry, it's 2 from the question. Okay, it's 2 from the question. Sorry, it's 2 from the question. Okay, so if I take Laplace transform of this one, okay, I'm actually going to have 1 over 1 over s plus 2. Okay, 1 over s plus 2. Okay, but it's going to be minus 1 over what? S plus what? 2. So this is going to be the what? Laplace transform. Okay, if you're going to be confused, let me straight away just solve it very, very briefly here. Okay, so basically the II, okay, is x of what? T. Is x of t is equals to e to what? T, okay, into u of what? T, plus e minus 2 what? T, into u of what? Minus t. Okay, so here what I'm going to get here is u of t is positive, so I'll get 0 to what? Infinity, and then I'll have e exponent what? 2t into e minus what? St, okay, plus, so x of what? S is equals to, okay, plus here I'm going to get, you see, u of minus t is negative, so it will start from minus what? Infinity to what? To 0. Okay, and then this place, okay, e of minus 2 what? T into e of minus s what? T. Okay, so basically this will be equals to e 0 to what? Infinity. E of what? Minus s, okay, minus s minus what? 2. Okay, minus s minus 2. Okay, and then here will be t plus what? Here is going to be okay, here like this. Okay, so it's going to be e of what? Minus, so it's going to be what? Here I'm going to have minus 2, minus out. Okay, I can have what? S plus what? 2 into what? T. Okay, so basically that is what I can have at this particular stage. Okay, so now moving forward from here, if I should integrate them, I'm going to have 1 over, no, minus, here I'm going to have minus 1 over what? S minus 2, okay, plus what? Into e exponent what? E exponent minus what? S minus 2 into what? T, okay. Here the limits are what? 0 and then what? Infinity, okay, plus, okay. So here I'm going to have minus 1 over what? S plus what? 2 into what? E minus s plus what? 2 into what? T. Okay, here the limits are minus infinity and what? 0. Okay, so those will be the limits. Okay, so now here if I should introduce in my limits, I'll have minus 1 over what? S minus what? 2. Minus 1 over s minus 2 into what? E. So here it goes in minus what? Infinity. It goes in, if I put infinity, it will minus infinity. And I know that s minus 2. Okay, let me look at s minus 2. S minus 2 is from this particular graph, u of t, which is what? U of t, which is positive. Okay, so here is negative, here is positive, and then I'll bring my infinity. So s minus 2 is positive because u of t is in the positive portion of the x-axis. Okay, it's in the positive region of the x-axis. So this s minus 2 is positive. Okay, so now here I'll have minus what? Infinity, minus infinity. Okay, infinity, I was writing 8. Okay, and then I'll have minus e exponent what? 0. Okay, plus, okay, plus, here I'll have what? Minus 1 over what? S plus what? 2. Okay, here I'm going to have e exponent what? E exponent what? 0. And then if I have e exponent 0, what am I going to have again? I'm going to have minus e exponent s plus 2. This s plus 2 is in this portion of the x-axis, and this portion of the x-axis, this u of minus t, which is time reversal, u of minus t is in the negative aspect. Okay, it's in the negative region of the x-axis. Okay, it's in the negative region of the x-axis. So basically, if it's in the negative region of the x-axis, then my s plus 2 here will be negative. So I have negative and then negative and then negative infinity here. So basically negative, negative, and this t is also negative infinity. So 3 negatives is in negative. So negative what? Infinity. So this is what I'll get. So now basically if I have this one, then I'm going to have minus 1 over what? S minus what? 2 into what? E exponent minus infinity is what? 0. And then here is minus what? 1. And then here it will be what? Minus 1 over what? S plus what? 2. Okay, here E exponent 0 is what? 1. Here is what? Minus what? 0. So this is actually equals to what? So this is actually equals to, so this is actually equals to minus minus, it will be plus. Okay, minus will be plus. Okay, so that means that I'm going to have 1. Okay, minus plus, so I'll have 1. Okay, s minus what? 2. Okay, then here this minus will come, so that is that minus, and s plus what? S plus what? 2. Okay, so that is what I'll have. Okay, so you can see that this answer I have, okay, this here is what? X of what? S. Okay, so you see that this answer I have is the same thing as what? This particular answer that what I got. Okay, so that means I've actually shown you how you can be able to get this answer. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so now from here we can just go on to our region of convergence. Okay, our region of convergence. So what is going to be our region of convergence? So we know that RE, our ROC, okay, ROC. So now RE of what? S for the first one. Okay, the RE of S for the first one. So this is the first one. So for this one, we know that U of T is lying in the what? Positive region of the x-axis. It's lying in the positive region of the x-axis. That means that the real of S is greater than what? Is greater than 0. Is greater than 0. Okay, so that means that if the real of S is greater than 0, then here I'm going to have real of S, which is I'm going to have real of S, which is what? Greater than what? 2. Okay, because the real of S is in the positive x-axis from this unit step function. Okay, so that means that my real of S is greater than what? 2. Okay, and then I'll come to this particular place. Here it's lying in the negative region. It's lying in the negative region, okay, of the x-axis. It's lying in the negative region of the x-axis. In the negative region of the x-axis, real of S is less than what? 0. Real of S is less than 0. So that means that I'll have real of S less than what? Minus 2. Okay, so I'll have, and okay, I'll have real of S less than negative what? 2. So that will be my, so from here I can just draw my axis. Okay, so if I am drawing my axis, this is what I'm going to have. So here is what? Sigma, which is called real of what? S. Okay, and here is imaginary of S, and which is also called J omega. Okay, so here, where is this place? Let me draw this one. Okay, so let me call here real of S, okay, equals to minus what? 2. And then let me draw this one here. Okay, so here let me call it real of what? S equals to what? 2. Okay, so now in the real of S here, real of S for the 2, for the positive 2 is greater than what? Is greater than real of S is greater than what? Is greater than 2. If real of S is greater than 2, then that means that my graph must go this way. And then here, real of S is less than negative 2. If it's less than negative 2, then my graph must go this way. So now, here, what will be my final ROC? Okay, so my final ROC is that there is no intersection. Okay, no intersection, okay, no intersection between E minus E, sorry, E exponent minus 80 U of what? T, okay, and minus, okay, no, sorry, E exponent minus, sorry, it's not E, it's 2, minus 2t, minus what? Here also 2 what? T into U of minus what? T. Okay, so this will be the solution to this question. All right, so this will be the solution to this question. Thank you so much. Let's solve the third one. Okay, briefly before we go, let's just finish off with the third solution. Okay, the third question, the third problem. Let's just solve it. Okay, so now in the third problem, we will solve that one more quickly. Okay, more quickly, because we've spent much time on this one explaining concepts. Okay, so the third one is that I. Okay, is x of what? T equals to what? X of t is equals to E exponent minus 2t into U of what? T plus. Okay, plus E exponent minus 3 what? T into U of what? Into U of minus t into U of minus what? T. Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. Okay, so now here, taking Laplace transform of both sides, we have x of s is equals to, here 1 over what? S plus what? 2 plus 1 over what? Is it going to be over? No. Sorry about that. We're not going to have 1 over that, okay? We're going to have minus, okay? Here it's going to be minus. We just solved a similar one, okay? So you can just check from here. Okay, so here S s plus what? 3. Okay, and what is going to be our region of convergence? Okay, so our region of convergence, which is ROC, we're going to have RE of what? S. With respect to this one, you see that it's in the positive region of the what? X-axis. This U of t is positive, so it's in the positive region of the X-axis. So it's going to be greater. Okay, so it's greater than minus what? 2. Greater than minus 2. Okay, and then this one here, RE of what? S. Okay, it's in the negative portion of the what? X-axis. So it's going to be less. It's going to be less. Okay, so less than minus what? 3. Okay, less than minus 3. Okay, so now briefly we can just draw our axis. Okay, so here is what? Imaginary of what? S. J what? Omega. And here is what? Sigma, which is the real of what? S. Okay, so here is 0. Okay, so let's indicate minus 2 and minus 3. Okay, so here is minus 2. And then here is what? Minus 3. Okay, so here RE of S is equals to minus what? 3. Here RE of S is equals to minus what? 2. Okay, very simple. Alright, so now let's see. The minus 2 is greater, RE of S is greater than minus 2. Okay, if it's greater than minus 2, then where is it supposed to actually face? Okay, if it's greater than minus 2, then actually we have to let it face. Okay, so if it is less than here is RE of S is what? Greater than minus 2. That means it will go here. And then let's see this one. RE of S is less than minus 3. In that case, it will go here. Okay, so basically here our final ROC. Okay, final ROC is no intersection. Okay, no intersection. No intersection, which is equals to what? Which is equals to null or what? Empty set. Okay, so basically that is how. Okay, so let's also consider another aspect of this particular question. What about if x of t is equals to e of what? Minus 2t into what? U of minus what? T plus what? E of minus what? 3t. Okay, e of minus 3t. Let's say 3 what? T into u of what? U of let's say u of should I let me say u of t. Okay, should I say it u of t? Okay, okay, so let's just briefly look at this one also. So now in this case also what we're going to actually have is that we're going to have here, okay, with this one here, we're going to have 1 over s, okay, s plus what? 2, s plus 2, okay, but because of this direction, this minus 1, okay, actually is going to be, we're going to actually have it minus, okay, we're going to have it minus here, okay, and then let's say that this one, okay, this one actually is going to be what? Plus 1 over what? S plus what? 3, okay, 1 over s plus 3, and we're going to have RES of here is going to be less than what? Less than minus what? 2, and RE of what? S, okay, RE of S greater than what? Minus what? 3, okay, so this is what you're going to have. So if we should plot for this one, we're going to have minus j omega of what? S, okay, minus mj of s, imaginary of s, and then what? J omega, okay, and then here phi RE of what? S, okay, so here let's say I'm going to have minus 3 here, okay, so RE of what? S, which is equals to minus 3, and here I'm going to have RE of S, which is equals to what? Minus 2. Now, the minus 3, the minus 2, okay, is less than RE of S, so it must face here. Now, the minus 3, okay, the minus 3, okay, is greater than, RE of S is greater than what? Minus 3, okay. Then what would happen is that one would also what? Face here. Okay, that one would also face here. So that one would also what? Face here. Okay, so this one, my final ROC will be intersection. Okay, will be intersection, which will be what? Here minus what? 3 less than what? RE of what? S. Okay, less than what? Minus what? 2. So this will be the solution for this particular what? Question. Thank you so much. See you in the next lecture.